Good morning, YouTube friends. That's Duke again. Uh, I want to mention something. I don't know if how many people watch him that watches me, but Lucky Larry. He does electronics. Now, I'm not into electronics now, but I figured, learn a little bit of something. Well, and he also works on, he restores antique rifles. He's working on, I think, a Mauser right now. Spanish-made Mauser. Or he's doing a stock on or something. But he has found out his leukemia has come back. And I'd like for everybody that doesn't know him, go over and show him some love. Subscribe to his channel, because he's a good man. He's got a cat by the name of Duke, and a dog. I think his name is Dog, but I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever heard him call the dog's name. But the cat looks like me. He's got long hair. And of course, Biz is going to rub against the camera now. You want your close-up on YouTube? Biscuit. I just been out the shop. You got to smell where I've been. You want to come to Daddy's lap? Did anybody go over there? His name is Lucky Larry. And come on now, buddy. Hey, no. Come on, don't stop. He just found out he's coming back on, so I want anybody that wants to go over and say hi. Tell them Duke sent you. But they don't even know what kind of leukemia it is yet. So I think it's just returned to come back from. He's had it before. I'm not sure. Biscuit, cut that out. Come on. Go over and play. You can't rub against that camera like that all the time. You don't like it when Daddy's showing other people attention. But, sorry about the noise. I'm going to have to pause and come back because the wash machine's out of balance. Okay, I'm back. Finally got it where it's balanced out. Last week I was having trouble with it draining and spinning, and why they do this I don't know, but this is one of them newfangled wash machines where you can press it and you get codes in it just like you do your car. It's not a high dollar wash machine. I think it's around $498, $500. It didn't cost them much, but we bought it about 4 years ago. But lately, if it doesn't balance itself out, it'll quit spinning. And you come in, and the drain, it pumps all the water out, but everything's still wet because it didn't spin. And you have to put it on drain and spin for it to spin again. Well, I wanted to check the codes in it. I couldn't find the paper. So I went online and just happened to be somebody on there that showed where the paper was with the codes in it. And it's on the left side of the machine, underneath it, beside the motor, or in the lower left facing the machine. It's in the lower left corner. Why they want to stick it there, I have no idea. Why don't they put it in the paperwork that it comes with? But me and my wife sat in there yesterday and we ran through the codes on it. It didn't show anything wrong with it. Showed that the switch was had been replaced, which I had replaced the lock lid switch, which I hate that switch. I should have bypassed it and left it in bypass, but you don't know what that'll do to these new machines. So I ordered a new one, got it. But it doesn't take a lot for it to get out of balance. The old machines had a cement block opposite of the motor that balanced it out when it spun. And I broke that cement block one time on a wash machine that I had. And that thing would not spin at all. You just couldn't balance it. Well, I didn't know I'd broke it until I thought it had something to do with the motor or something in it, so I just flipped it on the side. I'm not a appliance repairman, but I flipped it on the side, and I seen that cement block, and the corner was knocked off on it, and I thought, I bet that's what's wrong with it. I was just guessing. Well, back then my dad worked at a place called American Saint-Gobain. Well, no, I'm sorry. That was after he retired. He worked there, but when he worked there, he'd bring home these big bottles, big tall bottles of baby food. He'd take the baby food jars from home and fill them up with a real thick glue. Now, I've heard that was a precursor for crazy glue, but I do know, he said, I want you to see this. First time we saw it, he put 2 drink bottles, pop bottles, what we used to call our soda pops, and smeared the glue on the one, put them together, let them set overnight. He said, now I want you to take them bottles apart. We tried everywhere in the world to pull them apart, and we wound up breaking them, but the glue did not release the glass. And we used that glue for everything. And I had a bottle of it down in Florida that I hardly ever used it for anything. You had to be real careful what you used it on, because you couldn't take it back apart no matter what. Well, and the bottle I had was only about that tall, just a regular small baby food jar, and I had it for years. Matter of fact, I think I left some of it there in Florida. And I took a brick. It took me several days to figure it out, but I finally got a brick, and I glued it to where the corner was that I knocked off that thing. And when I glued it on there, I had to chip off pieces that were still showing it was out of balance. And it wasn't perfect, but it didn't walk out the middle of the floor with you. And my landlady didn't scream bloody murder, because I lived up above my landlady. I did wind up putting my washer and dryer out in a shed behind the house, behind my apartment. She said, if you want to, she said, there's water out there. And she said, you can't run, there's no hot water, but you can run cold water. I know how to fix that. So I jury-rigged the water machine out there, and the dryer I left in the apartment. And that kept me from having to go to the laundromat, which I appreciated a lot. I hated going to the laundromat. Anyway, we reset the codes in it, and I was washing clothes, and I'm washing these blankets we used to wrap up. Well, we don't wrap up, and we just lay across our laps at night, and they're all different weights. I mean, we got that one right there. It's about, let's see, that might be a pound. Then this one here is smaller, but I bet this sucker weighs 3 pounds. It's got some weight to it. Then we got this one on back. That's an Indian blanket from out west. That thing weighed probably, I'd say 8 to 10 pounds. And I wash them all together. I wash all these blankets right here together. If I don't put them in there just perfect, that thing doesn't bounce. And I noticed yesterday when I got underneath it, it looked like it was a direct drive. It didn't look like it had a belt. It had a cover over the motor, so I couldn't really tell. A black cover, one of them clear or white see-through covers. And I didn't see a belt inside of it. And I had a flashlight down there looking around. I wanted to see how it balanced. And of course it uses springs to balance. Now I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's still not quite exactly in balance, but it's not banging itself to death. A friend of ours had a Samsung wash machine, and she got hers out of balance. and she didn't know it, but it broke something inside. Well, she took and after it got through spinning, she put another load in it, and it just filled the water full of dirt, the floor full of water. And it was something to do with the water where it comes in. That tub had hit it and broke it, and they had to call a repairman out there, and it cost them about $300 to have it fixed. And I mean, the washing machine wasn't even a year old as far as I know. Of course, the girl's retired, and I don't know if she's still using it or not. And I know the last time I heard, she hated it. It was one of them glass top Samsung that you could see down into it. I mean, I don't know why they make a washing machine where you got to see inside of it. But anyway, get back on the subject with Lucky Larry. Like I said, he's a good man. Y'all go over and show him some love. But and keep him in your prayers. And he doesn't seem to be sick yet, but his white count's up real high. And we just lost OBR from lung cancer, and I don't know. It makes me depressed whenever one of my friends, online friends, or one of my regular friends, they pass away. And here I am whining about my weight. I ain't got nothing to whine about. I guess I'm lucky. But I know I count my blessings every day. I wake up, I'm still alive, and I count my blessings. But let's see. Okay, now the next few videos that you see are going to be peace videos. They won't have anything, they'll just cut off. I made a video last week of a couple of things I was making, and I didn't realize how long it was going to be, and something is wrong with my when I moved my videos from the camera to the SD card. It's got a place where you can join them together. For some reason, it's not working that way. I'm going to try to do it on the computer, which I don't think I can. But if it does, it's going to make the videos real long. So I don't like to make mine over 10, 15 minutes long. And I was going to tell y'all something. I'll think of it later. But anyway, I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm working in the laundry room today. We're supposed to get 60% chance of rain today. I was going to work in the shop, but I don't like working in there with the door closed because I'm breathing all the fumes, even though I'm wearing a mask. And I may go out there and work later on. But anywho, I will see y'all later. Y'all be good to each other, and catch you on the flip side. Bye now.